What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV. Today we're talking about patch 1.14 in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. That is the patch that just came out today, July 27th, 2016. If I sound a little annoyed in this video, that would be because this is about the 100th time I've tried recording this commentary. Anything that could have possibly gone wrong between A, getting the gameplay for this video, and B, getting the commentary for this video has. Literally everything has gone wrong. When I got on today to start my game, I obviously had the update to go through, and then my internet connection was being complete crap, so I couldn't test any of the new weapons. Then when my internet connection finally decided to cooperate with me, I was getting into matches. Well, getting into matchmaking, but not getting into matches. I swear to God, people just sit in matchmaking. They wait for the match countdown timer to get to about 1 second before game start, and then they'll leave the game and completely screw the matchmaking up so that it just won't put you in a game. It won't find you any other players to join your lobby, and then you just have to back out and try again, and then you just get people that do the same thing again and again. It's literally so annoying. After that, I got into some gameplays. I was playing free-for-all at first because I'm like, oh, free-for-all, it'll be really quick. I can get some really cool gameplay with this. I should be able to crank out a free-for-all game really quickly. And then I remembered that in free-for-all, the only people that play free-for-all are tryhards and snipers. So I was basically just getting my ass kicked in every single free-for-all game that I could get into, which was about one every half an hour because of this stupid matchmaking in this game. But I finally got the gameplay for you. Oh my god. Yes. So we're talking about the patch today. The patch, it changed a lot of things for zombies, but we're not a big zombies channel, so we're not going to talk about that. It changed a lot of things for multiplayer as well. There was a huge change to CODcaster. Like the list for CODcaster changes was as long as the list of everything else. But I don't know anybody that actually uses CODcaster, so I completely skipped it. The next thing that changed, there was a little feature added to the black market contraband list, which again, nobody uses, so what's the point? There were some specialist changes. Outrider Sparrow has increased speed to maximum arrow charge. Not really sure what that means. I think that means that the speed that you actually draw your arrows is faster. That's what I'm getting from that. Increased rapid fire rate it also got. So Sparrow is going to fire a little bit faster now. I'm not a big Sparrow user, but you guys that are, definitely take that information to the bank. The Prophet's Tempest got a nerf. Actually, I was about to say buff. I don't know why. It got a nerf. It's got reduced beam size, and what that means to you is you're gonna have to be a lot more accurate with the Tempest now. The Tempest is basically a sniper rifle as it is, because there's no auto aim. It's a very small reticle, like a really small target, and you kind of have to be very precise with your shots. Now you're gonna have to be even more precise. You know those miracle shots that you got with the Tempest before, where you kind of shot and like swung the Tempest out and attacked somebody with your Tempest, and you got somebody like that seems to be behind a wall? Those shots aren't going to come as easily anymore. Basically, when you fire the Tempest, it's not actually a single little tiny pixel that comes out. It's actually a group of pixels in a beam that comes out. So if any of that group of pixels hits your enemy, they're going to get shocked, they're going to get killed. And basically what would happen before is, say there's an enemy mostly behind a wall, and you hit that wall, the actual edge of the beam would go around the wall and hit the enemy and shock them, and that would be like the way that you killed them. That's not going to happen as much because the beam is actually smaller now. You have to be a lot more accurate with your shots with the Tempest. So those miracle through the wall crazy shots that you've been getting before, and those shots where it's like, I didn't really hit them, but the electricity got them anyways, not going to happen that much anymore. You're going to have to be more precise. My personal use of the Tempest in whatever gameplay I got today, I didn't find it to be that bad. Again, the FMJ kind of shooting through wall shots aren't coming as easily, but it's still pretty easy to aim with. It's still easy to get enough kills with. Like I was still getting like 4+ kills with every Tempest use. The number one thing that got changed in today's patch was the weapons, but before we get into that, I'd just like to mention that the other thing that was changed was the Descent map pack. There was a bunch of changes to all the maps. There was lines of sight that were patched up. They put collisions in front of stuff so that you can't see through different lines of sight on the new maps. And they also patched a bunch of out-of-map and wall glitches on those new Descent maps. As far as weapon patches go, a lot of very popular weapons finally got nerfed today. People have been asking for these weapons to get nerfed for such a long time, and now that they have been nerfed, everyone's freaking out. Everyone's like, oh my god, I can't believe you nerfed this weapon. It's like, we knew that these nerfs were coming. Just because it's taken them a long time to get to these nerfs, we knew they were coming. All of these weapons have been overpowered since the beginning of time itself, and we're finally getting some nerfs on some weapons that deserve them. The VMP, the Kuda, and the Man of War all got nerfs in today's patch, where the Vesper, the HG40, the MX Garand, and the FFAR all got buffs. Kicking things off with the Man of War, this weapon got absolutely brutalized. This is definitely the hardest hit of the nerfed weapons today. The Man of War is now a lot slower at reloading and aiming down its sights. Now, if you did not watch my golden weapon review on the Man of War is actually the slowest assault rifle in the game to aim down sights and reload. It was already the slowest assault rifle in game to aim down sights and reload, and they made it worse. The reload on this weapon is to the likeness of an LMG at this point. Aiming down sights with this thing is a hassle. It's just absolutely ridiculous. It's such a slow weapon now. It's like slow to the point where it doesn't even make sense that it's that slow. It's such a simple reloading animation. Like literally pop out the old magazine, stick the next one in there, pull a bolt. But it takes them like 2 seconds, like 2.5 seconds to reload the Man of War now. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, this is the longest reload I think we've ever seen for an assault rifle in any Call of Duty. Like, it's absolutely just redonkulous. I have no other words. It's so slow. Fast mags isn't an option anymore. If you aren't using fast mags, you're going to die when you reload this weapon. Put fast mags on your Man of War, people. And put a quick draw grip on there while you're at it. I always ran quick draw, grip, and fast mags anyways, but just go ahead and put fast mags on for sure. It's up to you if you want to use quick draw or not. I don't think that the aiming down sights is as important as the reloading speed. I think you can really get away with aiming down sights a little bit slower as long as you're like pre-aiming your corners a little bit. You shouldn't have that much trouble. But man, that reload speed is just so bad. The VMP next. The VMP got a little bit reduced recoil stability, so basically it's going to kick a little bit more. And it's not super noticeable. I think once you get a grip on there, I mean, I'm using it without any attachments, so I'm not doing as amazing as I should. But I think once you get a grip on there, it's not really going to make a difference. It's all in how you handle the weapon, really. If you can hold your analog stick a little bit more steady, or if you pull down, like you pull down on the analog stick when you're firing a little bit more, shouldn't be a problem. You shouldn't really be worried about your reduced recoil stability on the VMP. It's still just as powerful as it's ever been. It's just a little bit, like a little tiny bit less accurate. The Kuda got a pretty significant nerf, although you're not actually going to notice it as much either. So the Kuda got a reduced 3 hit kill damage range and 5 hit kill damage range. Ironically enough, the general damage range that you're going to be in when you're using the Kuda is your 4-shot kill damage range. So you're still going to get 4-shot kills just in the same area that you used to get them in, except your 3-shot kills, which were always at point blank range, is where you get your 3-shot kills. They're going to be a little bit even shorter, so it's going to be at like point blank range. You're going to get your 3-shot kills. Your 5-shot kills are going to come like a lot sooner as well. So you may actually get into 6-shot kills with the Kuda at this point, but it's really nothing to worry about. The Kuda is still very, very strong. The Vesper got increased recoil stability, so it's actually on its way back up. The Vesper, I was using it, I found it to be pretty damn good. The Vesper it's touched now. It's getting better. Like, it is getting back up there with all of the other SMGs being nerfed and the Vesper being buffed. I think it's actually getting to be on par with these other weapons again. Vesper, definitely try it out. It's actually pretty easy to use. Again, I wasn't using it with grip. If you put a grip on there, I think you should actually have a pretty good time using the Vesper. Like, I don't think you'll have that big of a problem using it at this point. The black market weapons, I'll just run over those very, very, very quickly because not everybody has those black market weapons. The HG40 got an increased 3 hit kill damage range, so the HG40 is going to actually kill in 3 shots up to a longer range now, which is kind of crazy. I think the HG40 has gotten like a couple buffs to its 3-shot kill range over the last couple months, which is insane because it was already so good. Like, on launch, or on the HG40's launch, it was already so powerful, and now they're making it better and better. I don't understand why they're doing that. I don't think it needs any more buffs. Stop it with the HG40, please. The MX Garand got increased reload speed, increased recoil stability, and increased hipfire accuracy. all a bunch of stuff that it didn't really need. I mean, increased reload speed, that's kind of like playing directly into the strengths of the MX Garand. Like the MX Garand, if there's one thing that holds it back, it's that you have to shoot off all your ammo before you can reload. And now with an increased reload speed, it's going to be a lot quicker to do that. And it's just playing right into the strengths of it. They're making it a lot better just by putting in that one little thing. And then add recoil stability and hipfire accuracy on top of that. It's a little bit crazy. The FFAR got increased recoil stability, increased hipfire accuracy, and increased aim down sight speed. So if the FFAR wasn't a god gun enough, it is now even better. Increased recoil stability on the FFAR. Like, just let that sink in for a second. It's going to be easier to get longer range kills with the FFAR. Like, I can't wait to get that weapon. I still haven't got that weapon out of supply drops yet. But, man, that thing is going to be very, very powerful after this patch. That is it for all of the weapons in today's patch. We've already gone past our original gameplay, which means the gameplay that you're watching now, I will have had to gone to get after making this commentary, and that's just going to be fun. Cannot wait to do that. But I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like I said, very stressful making this video. Everything that could have gone wrong did. If you enjoyed anything that you saw today, make sure you hit that like button, show your support. And yeah, I think that's just about it for today, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Robot status is nominal. Our robot has been disabled. Boost sequence complete. Robot systems are online.
Fire break down. Unit down.
Threat neutralized.
Robot is closing on target. Nice work, Black Ops. Get ready for the next round.
Threat neutralized.
Halftime.